accusing the Israelis of acting in bad faith. Well, with me is Mohamed Taha from BBC Arabic. Thanks for joining us this morning. Now, so often we're here asking, how close are we to a deal? I'm going to ask you again, where are we at? How close are we to a deal?
I think the United States is very keen to make these negotiations going, whether the deal will be reached or not, for maybe two reasons. The first reason is to boost Kamala Harris' position and the Democrats' position in the elections. And the second reason is to avoid a widening conflict in the region that might involve Iran or might involve a big conflict with Hezbollah in northern Israel. So, answering your question, how we are close to the deal, it's very hard to say.
Yeah. And Mohamed, when it comes to one of the tensions and stumbling blocks in the deal, there is also the issue of Israel's presence on the border between Gaza and Egypt. Could you put some of that in context for us and what we've heard so far about it?
I think this is the main point of negotiation at the moment. That's why President Biden called both the leaders of Qatar and Egypt to make sure that this is happening. It looks like Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister, showed some flexibility that he would withdraw from some parts of this corridor, not all of it, and this situation is making it looks like that the main point of negotiation is between Israel and Egypt rather than is Israel and Hamas for reaching a ceasefire and removing the suffering of the people in Gaza. There are 11 people died last few hours, and there are people really suffering in Gaza who need really a ceasefire.
So that's a reminder that the humanitarian crisis continues in the midst of all these negotiations. Could you also let us know what the status is of the war? There have been tensions on the Lebanese border, for example.
Indeed, the Lebanese border now may be one of the main fronts of this war at the moment. We can see both parties are really gradually and in a subtle way widening the area that they are targeting. Hezbollah announced that they lost 7 fighters in the last hours. This is a big number for them, and also Israel and the Israeli media said that Hezbollah targeted widened area from northern Israel with more than 100 projectiles. That means that both parties are really heading into widening this war, but the United States is doing its best to avoid that.
All right, Mohamed Taha from BBC Arabic, thank you so much for all that.
Thank you.
Now here, the former BBC presenter and football pundit Jermaine Ginas has admitted that he sent inappropriate messages to female colleagues on the One Show.